Who is a band that is often considered a one-hit wonder that actually has a good catalog of music? The Butthole Surfers had a lot of good songs besides Pepper. The whole album, How Bizarre, by OMC is really solid. Though the title track is their only hit. Also Bowling for Soup I'd consider a one-hit wonder with 1985. Really have a great catalog. Same with Fountains of Wayne plus Stacy's Mom. Nobody's mentioned Chumbawamba yet? They had one hit that everyone's heard, Tub Thumping. AKA the I Get Knocked Down song. They were actually producing music for 30 years. Releasing 16 albums during that time. Marcy's Playground. They had the hit, Sex and Candy. But honestly most of their music is amazingly good. The greatest musical discovery of my life came about 12 years ago when I thought to myself, I wonder what else Harvey Danger has done. I can count on one hand the number of albums I can listen to cover without skipping a song. Harvey Danger's discography accounts for many of those fingers. If you only know Flagpole Sitta, you are missing out on some of the best songwriting out there. I'll break the rules just a tad. Because this band is technically not a one-hit wonder. But they're primarily known for one song. Men at Work. That song, of course, being Down Under. They're actually a very talented, compelling band with several great albums. The vocalist, lyricist Colin Hay also has solo material. That is definitely worth listening to. They're much more than just that Australian band with the novelty song. Blind Melon. The entirety of their self-titled album, Blind Melon, and their second album, Soup, is amazing. No Rain is cool. But it barely scratches the surface of how cool Blind Melon was. Check out Tones of Home, Paper Scratcher, Change, Mouthful of Cavities, and Galaxy. Fountains of Wayne has a lot going on in addition to Stacy's Mom. Golden Earring is apparently pretty popular back in Europe. While in the US they're known for Radar Love and or Twilight Zone. Oingo Boingo. Most people know them for Weird Science, or maybe Dead Man's Party, but their catalog is so much more interesting than those songs. Try these for size. Just Another Day. https www.youtube.com/watch v = EJ Gickham BJP4. Quote. Gray Matter. https www.youtube.com/watch v = L5IFO W8 AGA 8. Insanity. https www.youtube.com/watch v = SUVPU QM7QC. And yes, that there is Danny Elfman, the film composer. Fastball. They're known mostly for The Way, but the entire All the Pain Money Can Buy album is really solid. Which Way to the Top is a great song. Boo Radleys are best known for Wake Up. Wake Up. It's a Beautiful Morning. But they have a stunning back catalog. Editors in the UK. At least people think they only had a good first album when they've done 5 other amazing albums which are all very different. People still think they are a Joy Division, Interpol ripoff. Which they never were in the first place. Chuck Brown had a hit with Bustin' Loose. But he is the godfather of go-go and a legend in DC. The Meat Puppets had one hit with Backwater. And they are amazing. Bastille. Even though they have 2 hits, but somehow people forget about that. They literally have been around for a decade. There is lots of great stuff out there. 3 albums. 4 mixtapes. Bunch of EPs. Songs that are on neither. I don't get what's so special about Pompeii and Happier. Dexy's Midnight Runners are so much more than just Come On Eileen. They have an amazing catalog and are still releasing great albums. Now known as just Dexys. I saw them live once and also just Kevin Rowland doing a DJ set. Amazing both times. Dinosaur Jr. So many albums, all great. Not just Feel the Pain. Gary Newman is mostly known for Cars, but he has a ton of great albums. Telecon is a great place to start if you're curious. Electric Six. Such a diverse catalog. So many albums. So much awesomeness. I recommend the song, Free Samples. Electric Six. They disappeared off the radar after their first album Fire, but they have many more albums with a lot of great tunes. Orgy. With the original members. Known for their cover of Blue Monday and their song, Stitches, but they also had other great songs. Semisonic. At least if Todd in the Shadows is to be believed. Augustana. Seriously, every song they have produced is fire. Only song I actually hate is their biggest hit. Boston. Irish band called Aslan had a hit called Crazy World in the 90s. They still rock locally. Scatman John. Mostly known for Scatman. He has many good songs. And was generally an awesome person. And I'm not sure if it counts. But I'd like to say Trevor Horn. Either known for the Buggles. Video killed the radio star. Or yes. Depends on who you ask. He is a music producer and has produced many top hits. https://wiki/Trevor_Horn_discography. My choice goes to Dream Theater, who had one significant radio hit in the 1990s with one song, Pull Me Under, but has a huge and amazing catalog of music. The band even makes fun of this by titling their 2008 Greatest Hits album, Greatest Hit. And 21 other pretty cool songs. Quote. Warrant. They had other great songs besides Cherry Pie, like Uncle Tom's Cabin. In fact, the lead singer Yanni Lane really hated the song Cherry Pie. Ween that Daisy's song was a gateway. But dig deeper. They have a vast catalog of beautiful, strange, amazing music. Rick Astley. The songs are to a great extent basic sappy love tunes, but they're really catchy, plus Rick is a really good singer. Crazy Town. Butterfly was their one popular song, but they had so many others that are so good. Especially from that album. The Tony Rich Project had a hit with Nobody Knows in the 90s. The guy has put out several solid albums that mix soul, rock, and R&B. Is this question strictly US in origin? Because hundreds of bands have been huge outside the US where they only had one hit. New Radicals. You Get What You Give was their one big hit. But they had more good ones. The lead singer, Greg Alexander, is still working as a songwriter, and his song, Lost Stars, was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Song. Blind Melon is a band that comes to mind. People tend to have only heard of their single No Rain. While they've had other hits, most people now only know Eurythmics for Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. I love Annie Lennox's solo work as well. I love Third Eye Blind. I think they had a couple of hits, but I always felt they deserved more. Not a band, but a musician. Carly Rae Jepsen is mostly known for Call Me Maybe. But she has a really great catalog of music. Her most recent album, Dedicated, and E.Mo. Tion are both excellent. Mile Posner aka Cool For You Guy aka Pill in Ibiza Guy has put out 3 soul-altering projects in a row the last few years, and has a decent collab project with Black Bear. You might know him for that one hit, Uptown Funk. But believe it or not, Bruno Mars has quite an impressive catalog of music. Madness. Our House is evergreen, but also masks a very consistent and long-standing career. Barenaked Ladies are so much better than 1 Week. Gordon is one of the best albums of the 90s in my opinion. I feel like the only songs people know from Journey is Don't Stop Believing. But they have some amazing songs that are sorely underappreciated. Not a band, but Vanessa Carlton. I had heard 1,000 Miles, but hadn't ever really appreciated it until I heard White Houses, and fell in love with a ton of her songs, including 1,000 Miles, but also Noritake Fairytale, San Francisco, and Who's to Say. I'm not even someone who generally likes pretty songs. I'm more of a rock or alternative rock kinda guy. But they're just so beautiful. It seems like the only Rush song I see in mainstream stuff is Tom Sawyer and maybe on rare occasions Limelight. They have a lot of other good songs besides those. Klaatu, but their hit only placed like 32 on the Billboard though. I would guess the average USian is aware of at most 2 a-ha songs. Not a one-hit wonder but a rocket to the moon. Released 2 to 3 albums full of awesomeness, then suddenly broke up. At least in the US. The Verve is only known for Bittersweet Symphony. Great band. Most of their albums are worth listening to all the way through. I would say Blues Traveler. They had their hit, Runaround, which to me isn't their best song. It on a good album though. But to hear them at their best you need to see them live. Their studio albums do not do them much justice to seeing them live.